What's up, guys? Radio Geek here, and today I'm taking a look at a cool little indie FPS game released in June of last year by Mutant Leg for PC called Zortch. Zortch Maximum against the alien brain suckers, according to the main menu. As the Steam page says, meet Zortch Maximum, a short order cook, amateur engineer, and professional slacker. Bored and tired of her day job, she decides to go on a holiday, but alas, she picks a cheap option. Turns out it's schemed by aliens who capture humans to eat their brains. Also, this game is a sci-fi horror comedy FPS. I've also heard people comparing the game to Turok, but I gotta say, I really don't see the connection outside of the vaguely N64 inspired textures. The game starts with a tutorial with keyboard controls written in chalk on the walls. Once you get through that, each level has you collecting key cards, typically a red one and a green one, but sometimes other colors too. Finding and blowing up a generator to disable the level's force fields, and finding the exit. Oh, and sometimes a mysterious alien helper will give you some info, which you can get by picking up these question mark icons. In between you and all of those things are a whole bunch of aliens who want you dead. The most basic and common are the pudding men. Yeah, that's actually what they're called. They just shoot you and jump around a lot. They're kind of annoying, but they're easy to take down. There's also the Hollow, which are pretty much just zombies and are entirely a non-issue. Once in a while, you'll run into the occasional out-of-place dinosaur. Maybe that's where the Turok connection comes in, I don't know. And a lot of other really bad stuff, most of which I couldn't find names for even in the manual. But there's things that look and act like Lost Souls if Lost Souls had T-800 skulls and blew up in your face. Then there's these flying green things that can shoot you and also blow up in your face. And these walking landmines that activate when you get too close and blow up in your face. This game really likes to have things blow up in your face. There are some enemies that are really fun to fight, some that are just goofy and fun, and then there's these things. The manual calls them floaters.
Oh my god! That bastard left a floater!
I hate these things. They're like if Assault Commanders from Duke Nukem 3D and Vors from Quake had a baby. A very, very irritating baby. They float around and fire homing rockets at you. Sometimes they disappear, only to reappear somewhere else, and they are incredibly bullet spongy. I hate these things. And they aren't even the worst of it. I always say there's one enemy in every game where when they show up, all enjoyment of that game disappears for as long as they're there. And in this game, there's more than one type. Luckily, you get a lot of cool weapons to take all of them down with. There's a wrench, which is only good until you get an actual gun, and then you never see it again, except for maybe to take out a vent cover or to throw it at one of these power couplings. The pistol, which you'll probably never use on its own, but the alt fire generates a shield, which is nifty. There's a shotgun, which is a shotgun. Normal fire fires one barrel, and alt fire fires two barrels. It's good, when it wants to be. There's a machine gun with a scope, a grenade launcher with an alt fire that turns it into a rocket launcher, laser trip mines, which I never used in Duke Nukem 3D, and I never used here either, you can't make me, a flamethrower, and a lightning gun that's alive. It's cool, I like it. There's also a portable first aid kit, which you can use in a pinch if you're hurt, but there's also a bunch of different health and armor pickups littered around the world as well, and a bunch of other different kinds of power-ups. A can of soda will heal you for 20 hit points, and a 6-pack of soda will heal you for 120. There are candy bars too, which heal you for an absolutely absurd amount, but then your health just rapidly goes down until you hit the cap at 200. I never liked when games do that. If you're going to cap it at 200, then cap it at 200. Don't soft cap it at 200 and then keep reducing it until we hit the 200. Sure, I can have 600 hit points for about 5 seconds, but really, what good does that do? That aside, there's a lot of fun to be had with Zortch, especially when it leans into its goofiness, like in the game's second level, which opens up to a basketball court, and then later on you go back to that same court, only upside down. Or this weirdly out-of-place burger joint. But even when it isn't trying to make you chuckle, the enemies are just enough of a challenge to keep things entertaining and fun, even if you are running around like an idiot trying to figure out where the game wants you to go, only to come across something completely obvious you missed entirely. Which I'm not saying I did, but Yeah, I did. A lot. Even so, every level is distinct enough from the last that it rarely ever starts to look stale or samey. And the game only costs $5 on Steam or itch.io and is honestly a really good time. I recommend picking it up for that price. You can't go wrong. Anyway, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Have you played it? Did you like it? Why? Why not? Hit the like button if you liked the video, dislike if you disliked it, then click on one of these things. One of them is a video you can watch, the other one's a subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.